Poor infrastructure stifling manufacturing sector. Johnson Olu Fatoki, a prominent industrialist and chairman of the Ogun State Water Corporation, Chief Johnson Olu Fatoki, has said that worsening insecurity, poor infrastructure, and high production costs are crippling Nigeria's manufacturing sector, leading to reduced production, job losses, and declining investment. Chief Fatoki, who is also the board chairman of the Ogun State Water Corporation, a member of the governing council of the Federal Polytechnic, Idah, Kogi State, former member of the Ogun State House of Assembly, year 2007 to year 2011, and Chief Executive Officer of Olu Ventures Nigeria Limited, made the remarks during an interview with Nstv International Crew while highlighting the challenges facing manufacturers across the country. According to him, insecurity has significantly disrupted business operations, especially the movement of goods to eastern, northern parts of Nigeria, where many manufacturers previously enjoyed a large market. He noted that attacks by bandits, kidnappers, and other criminal elements have forced businesses to cut distribution, reduce production, and in some cases, lay off workers.
In 12 years, it has not been easy for people of Nigeria, the Nigerians generally, or let me say residents in Nigeria, more importantly business owners. I will give you a typical example about our products. We supply as far as the northern part before now, but because of the insecurity challenges, the distribution channel had to be reduced from Kaduna, from Kano, for example. The Nigerian people from Niger do comes to Nigeria. They come to Kaduna to purchase goods, including our products. So the volume that we were selling was very high. But because of the insecurity, coming from Niger, coming from Chad, neighboring countries have become difficult. I don't want to say completely eradicated. Some still come, but the fact of the matter is the insecurity challenges have really affected what we are selling, and by extension what we are producing. So because we have to reduce production arising from the fact that purchasing has drastically reduced, in some instances we needed to downsize to retrench some workers. So insecurity generally is affecting businesses, but transportation of their products using rail is extremely difficult now, if not impossible. By road, of course, it has to be somebody that have the courage and seriously believe in God that will take the risk of going by road if I want to go to the north, for example. So it has been a serious challenge. And I think the government is doing their best, but that best is not enough. The community also needs to complement the effort of the government to ensure that we step down or we reduce, if not to eradicate, the insecurity of lives and property.
The businessman and the Ogala of Owu Kingdom explained that his company, which produces sachets and bottled water, Carol antiseptic soap, laundry soap, hotel customized soap, and imports industrial machineries, employs about 38 permanent workers. He lamented that the harsh business environment has made it increasingly difficult to sustain production, despite efforts to keep the workforce intact.
I'm into manufacturing, packaged water, sachet and bottled water, Olu water. I produce varieties of soap, hotel customized soap, bathing soap, the brand name of Olu bathing soap. We have Kero antiseptic soap. It's also bathing. And we produce laundry soap. I'm also involved in the importing of machineries, for the benefits of the upcoming industrialist in Nigeria. That is what I do, and by the special grace of God, I have in my employment nothing less than almost 38 staff of permanent staff working for me, and by extension, that is a way of contributing to not only to my immediate community, but to the entire nation, Nigeria.
Chief Fatoki said manufacturers now spend each sum on private security escorts, diesel for generators and equipment maintenance because of poor electricity supply and the frequent collapse of the national power grid. He added that bad roads further expose transporters to attacks, increase delivery costs, and make locally manufactured goods less competitive.
Even where you have facilities, trucks, that can move, there's also challenge of road networks, bad roads. Of course, when you are going on top speed and the vehicle can move faster, it is, the tendency for either robbery or banditry stopping the trucks is almost difficult for them. But where the vehicle needs to slow down because of the bad road, the potholes here and there, it is another factor why we are having the insecurity. The electricity is another issue. If you have functional electricity supplied 24/7, then there can be monitoring devices like solar CCTV, in strategic locations. That will also curb the insecurity challenges. So the government have to look into that area.
Okay, let me just.
He called on the federal government to prioritize employment generation, provide affordable financing for manufacturers, reduce import duties on industrial equipment, and ensure stable electric supply. According to him, such interventions would lower production costs, boost local manufacturing, and create jobs capable of reducing crime and insecurity.
The first thing this government did was to face reality and to take the bull by the horn. Nigeria was heading towards collapsing before this administration came on board. But of course, there's still need for the government to look inward and to ensure that the proceeds from the removal of all subsidy is channeled to those projects that can have positive bearing or effect, leverage on Nigerians. While the federal government is doing their own, the state government and the local government should complement, because all these three tiers of government have allocation that they are taking every month. We claim to be practicing federalism, which to me, it is the federalism of paper, not in reality. So, if the government look into ensuring that they proceed from the up subsidy, like the road construction is going on, there are many roads that have been very neglected for many years, and that cannot be done just in a jiffy, not within 4 years. But the government has started from somewhere, and they need to be encouraged to continue with that project. And the government should also need to look into how to assist the manufacturing industries to ensure that employment opportunity is guaranteed. When company is collapsing and we only depend on importing items that can be produced here, then economically it won't augur well for the nation. I can't imagine why Nigeria is still importing matches, where we are still importing soap, why we are still importing even detergent, because all these products we have the raw materials. About 90% of the raw materials are available in Nigeria. For example, the matches they use bamboo tree to do it. Then the finishing one, it just like I give about 5 to 10% of imported raw materials. So if the local manufacturers are encouraged in the area of maybe tax holiday, in the area of importing, reduce import duties, in the area of giving out loans to manufacturers, not loan that you give 1 million and you're already taking 400 back as kickback.
The former lawmaker also urged government at all levels to encourage investors by creating a conducive business environment instead of focusing mainly on tax collection.
Okay, so like I was saying, if the government should look into addressing the issue of employment generation. Now, the companies that we have already in the country, which is classified into 3, the small scale industry, the medium and the large scale industries. The government should look into what assistance that can be rendered in the area of import duties reduction, in the area also of giving out subvention or loan, in the area of providing adequate electricity for operations. That will enable the organization, the manufacturing industries, even by extension the service providing industries, to produce at minimal cost and selling cheaply for the people. Right. So to step down the issue of insecurity, banditry, insurgency, kidnapping, robbery, government must provide an enabling environment.
Drawing from his visit to factories in India, Fatoki said government officials there first seek to understand manufacturers' challenges before discussing taxation, a practice he urged Nigerian authorities to emulate.
The private organization need to complement the effort. Of course, we pay taxes, but notwithstanding, we need to be responsible in our immediate community to assist the community financially where necessary, where and when necessary, to make donations, to be involved in what can curb the insecurity in our various community, and that is what Olu Ventures is known for. We are also doing that.
Speaking on industrial development, the Oganla commended the Ogun State government for attracting more factories, particularly around the Agbara, Songo Ota, and Shiun interchange industrial corridors. He also praised the state's support for security agencies through improved policing, patrol operations, and collaboration with host communities, describing the effort as encouraging but requiring sustained commitment.
It's housing a lot of factories, most especially at Agbara and Songo Ota area. Now it has been shifted to Shiun interchange here. Factories are springing up almost every day, and it's because of the responsible state government that we have. You can see that at very strategic locations, we have the police that are, checking, patrolling. There are also equipments. The state government is assisting almost all the police stations in providing what they need to do their job efficiently. the community leaders, the companies also have social responsibility in doing this. So, but it is not over until it is over. It has to be a continuous exercise. Everybody must be involved in ensuring that we have security of lives and property.
He further advised manufacturers to embrace innovation, research, and local sourcing of raw materials to remain competitive. Chief Fatoki disclosed that his company now sources about 95% of its raw materials locally, reducing dependence on imports while supporting local suppliers. He maintained that strengthening local production, improving infrastructure, and expanding employment opportunities remain the surest path to economic growth, investment, and lasting security in Nigeria.